Project for the day is some purses and shoes I had outside underneath a tarp that I was going to take to a flea market. Got soaking wet and ruined. All this stuff right here. There are 2 baskets of them and these 2 leather jackets. And I used to make a lot of stuff out of leather, and one of the most expensive things in that is always buckles and straps and D-rings and all that kind of stuff. So I am taking all that kind of hardware off of these defunct bags and shoes. And then I got a really cool idea. I wasn't going to do the shoes, because most of the shoes buckles are quite messed up looking, patinaed really badly. But I got this idea. I'm always seeing steampunk stuff, and these would make great shoulder pieces for a steampunk outfit, or part of a chest plate, or whatever. So I got this bucket here with some water and some mean green in it, and I'm going to throw these kind of moldy, nasty shoe pieces in there and let them soak for a couple hours as I'm cutting these pieces out. And maybe when they come out, they might not be so funky. And there's plenty more of them. I'm going to be cutting them here in just a minute. This one's just a strap off a purse. It's pretty easy to... But anything I'm keeping like that, that's a strap or piece of leather, I'm going to soak and clean. And I know people are like, putting leather in water is going to make it stiff. Well, yes, it will probably make it stiff to start with. But, however, I'm going to, like these pieces here need to go into. That cleans up pretty good. And that would be a pretty good piece to use on a belt or something. Granted, it's got snap thing on it, and I don't have a snap kit thing this size. But, I'll figure something out. I can make a puncture hole in leather and make it click into it. It's got a little ball on it, so it'll actually click into a hole. Or I can just stitch it on permanently as a decoration. Non-functional decoration. But, we'll just see how these come out. I'm going to cut some more. And later on I'll lay them out on something and take a look at them and see how they, if they cleaned up any. I might have to do a little scrubbing on them, rubbing them down a little bit. But I doubt that the patina or the rust is going to come off of some of these. But that rustiness, if I paint it with some clear nail polish, will actually look good in some cases. But I could make some steampunk outfits or something, or vests, and sell them online. I see a lot of them on there, and they go for good, good money, big dollars. And put them up on Etsy or something. But I got a lot more to go through, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of that, and I'll get back with you after I've cut a few more off. But this is what I'm using to cut. I'm using this board. This is just a cut off piece of wood from some woodworking project. I don't know where it came from exactly. And my little knife. And then I've got some scissors down there for various other things that need to be cut. But right now I'm working on the shoes. And so, I'll grab one and show you what I'm doing here. I gotta find one that's actually worth cutting. And some of these are soaking in water. Ooh, that one's like nasty. And I think that's the match to the one I just cut a minute ago. As I said, these have seen better days, you know what I'm saying? Some of it might be salvageable, some is not. But that's the pile of garbage so far. And it looks disgusting. I'm grossed out, like sticking my hands in that water. I'm going to have to dump the water off and let it dry out some before I go farther with that container if I have to dig down in there. Because it's full of water. Anyway, that's my project for today. soaked, I've laid them out so they can flatten some. I may have to put something on top of them, like some rocks or bricks or something. These are the ones that are in the bucket. These are some of the hardware that I got. Off of some of the purses that were in there. Some neat hardware. I like these. These are pretty cool. I have a Dremel. I can clean that up. It's probably stainless. Because it didn't seem to rust like some of the other pieces did. These are kind of cool. Brass pieces. And they screw on so I can unscrew them and put my own leather strapping in them if I want. And these are different. These came off of a bag. A really 80s looking bag. But they're kind of cool. They're a little dirty still. Basically what they look like, they're gross and nasty. They're covered in junk and, ugh, I don't know, I don't even want to touch them half the time. But I'm cutting the straps out of them with this. This one's got Velcro. I'm putting it in the bucket. Let it soak. I don't have to touch it after that, so it's clean. This was something I was putting off for a long time. I've been wanting to do this to these pieces of stuff, but I just didn't want to dig into it. But I'm cleaning up the yard, and this basket of, or 2 baskets of funky purses and shoes have got to go. They got left out in a spot where they get rained on, and unfortunately, they were ruined for wearing, but they'll make good pieces for junk. But they'll make good pieces for steampunk outfits, little findings and things to add. So, just get them in a bucket, get them cleaned up, and I've got some laid out. Laid out on a screen over here, and just a bucket with the ones that I'm working on soaking.